Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Yeah, wearing my glasses today. I've been working out at a lime plant, and all the dust and particulates and everything in the air, I try to give my eyes a rest when I get home. So took out my contacts. Yes, I wear bifocal contacts. How about that? Because I'm an old freaking geezer. How about that gray hair? But damn, I look pretty. Anyway guys, I want to tell you about one of the defining moments of my unpreparedness. It's a good story. It's a good story. I think you will get a kick out of it because I know I felt the impact. Okay guys, this is a fantastic story of when I was not prepared. And I try to tell these stories, these kind of semi-funny, embarrassing stories a little bit about myself, because maybe it'll make you think about stuff that's going on with you. So this is one really good time that I was not prepared. I'm used to do a little bit of boxing back years ago. I'm going to say I was 26, and I had a good friend of mine, Billy Harrison. We're still great friends today. We don't talk that often, but that's just how life is. And I've always been fascinated with boxing, professional boxing and everything, and the science, pugilism. And he said, well, you know, I box, or I have boxed. I said, no, Billy, I never knew that. He said, yeah. He said, I don't know a lot, but come over. I've got a heavy bag and a light bag out in the back of the, out in the shop. We'll work on it and learn a little bit of form. And I said, well, that's freaking fantastic. And so I would go over there and we'd work out, and we'd, you know, tape up, do stretches and stuff, and then start working out a heavy bag, light bag, a little bit of routine, stuff like that. And it was pretty good. One day I was running late, and you know, going in, and I'm not, I would never be great at it, but one day I was running late, got there, said, hey man, this was before the days of cell phone, guys. That's when the phones were still on the wall. And you talked and you stood by the cord. Yeah, never mind. And I said, gonna be late. He said, no worries, just come to the house when you get ready and we'll walk out to the shop. I said, okay, cool. And so I was in a hurry and got there and everything. He said, well, just go ahead and go out and get everything situated, you know, tape up these stretches, and we'll just kind of bang around a little bit. And I said, that's cool. And so I got out there, and I was in a hurry. I didn't tape up my wrist or anything like that. I thought, screw it, I'm in a hurry. We're just going to work on heavy bag a little bit and be done with it. And Billy came out, and I was just in there kind of stretching out and everything, and I didn't have my gloves on yet. And he said, you didn't tape up? I said, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, that's what he said. He said, okay. And so he you know, stretched, put his taped up, and put some gloves on just to got behind the heavy bag, and I was going to punch on it a little bit, just kind of warm up. Start punching away, punching. And my right wrist, I punched the bag, the heavy bag, the big bag, for people that aren't really familiar. And my wrist slipped down the side of it, didn't hit it square. And my wrist popped. I felt it pop, I heard it pop, he heard it pop too. And he said, damn, are you okay? I said, I'm not sure. And I pulled my right wrist up, and I was holding it to my chest, and then I cradled it with my left hand, and mind you, I'm gloved, and he's gloved as well. And he said, are you okay? I said, I'm not sure. He said, move your wrist, see if you can move it. And so I moved it all the way around in a circle. I said, I think it's okay. And he said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I think so. I said, but I'm done for the day. And he said, okay. And after he said that, he punched me in the face, knocked me down. Mind you, he's wearing gloves, and I am too. And I said, what the fuck, Billy? And he said, you're dead. I just robbed you. I just raped your wife. You weren't ready. you weren't prepared. He said, what do you think? I said, I think you're an asshole. He said, either way, you're dead. And walks in the house. He says, if you want to practice, do the small things. I didn't talk to him for 2-3 days. I was pissed. And rightly so, because I did not get my way. That was funny. I was wrong. I was shown the error of my ways. I learned, and I moved on. After that point, every time we practiced, I taped up, stretched. And that did not happen again. More to come, guys. Now, in all of this crazy stuff that we do, this prepping and everything, there are certain things, certain small things that you do. And you do the small things well, and by doing the small things well, the big things are easier. That is just the way it is. And so you set up systems, put them in place. Everything gets a little bit easier. I didn't do that. I paid the price. Okay, guys, now we're back. So, having said all of this, we're going to do some things different. We're going to get away from, hey, this is what I'm doing, what I'm working on. We're going to really dig into the minutia, the deep side of this prepping and what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what are we doing it for. What we want to do is try to get situated well enough to where when the bad times happen, we make them a little better, and then when we're going through the good times, we make them great by knowing our preps, knowing what we do. That's all we're trying to do. It's not exotic, it's not crazy, it's not anything. Don't send 1995 just yet. But that's what we're working on. We're looking at setting up a group, getting everything put in place to make the bad times better and to make good times great. That's all we're trying to do out of this. It's not exotic. Don't go buy a bunch of dehydrated food. It's okay. Don't go buy 10 ARs. Not yet. Guys, it's going to be alright. Take care of you people.